Hello everyone, welcome to JCL series part 8. In this video, we are going to look into the space parameter in DD statement. So before getting into this video, those who haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe. And for corporate trainings and one-to-one online trainings, you can reach me through email, WhatsApp and Facebook. So in this first screen, you are looking into 3380-D or direct access storage device, and here you are looking into the 3370-D. So these are the storage units of the mainframe system. In unit parameter, we will be mentioning as unit equal to 3380 or unit equal to 3370. So we are actually pointing to the storage device directly. So unit parameter we have discussed in our previous series. Those who haven't watched, please watch it. Now let's get into this video. So space parameter, as its name indicates, it is nothing but allocation of space to the data sets. Space parameters used to allocate storage for the new data sets on direct access storage device. Space can be requested in the form of tracks, cylinders and blocks. So what is a track? Track is a fixed amount of storage space on disk. So it is a fixed amount of storage space on the disk. So track exists as concentric cycles on each disk, and disks are layered on top of each other. So if we take a disk, and that disk, whatever the concentric cycles that are present on the disk are nothing but tracks. And a cylinder, the next storage spaces in the form of cylinder. A cylinder is an area of storage on disk and consists of multiple concentric tracks. So cylinder is nothing but a collection of tracks. And what is block? Block is a specific number of bytes of storage on the dash D. So instead of requesting in the form of a track, or instead of requesting in the form of cylinder, we can directly request storage space in the form of a bytes. So for that we can go for blocks option. Space allocation in DSD. So a specific amount of storage space is allocated when a data set is created. An additional amount of storage space is allocated if the original amount of storage is inadequate. So whenever a data set is created, a primary quantity of space is allocated for the data set, and if it is insufficient or if it is inadequate, the secondary amount of secondary storage is allocated, or the secondary quantity of storage space is allocated to any data set. Space will also have to be allocated to record the name and location of the PDS within the applicable directory. It means whenever we are creating a PDS, a small amount of memory space is reserved for the directory. So directory keeps the member name as well as the location of that member within that PDS. And whenever we are making use of a large data set for write operation or output operation, and if we are using only a small amount of area, we need not hold the remaining unused space. So the remaining unused space may be released for the other resources that are requesting it. So releasing the space after execution of the job, we need not hold the large memory area, that is not required. Requesting space in contiguous blocks. So continuous blocks. Contiguous is nothing but continuous blocks of memory is requested for faster access. And specifically we can request for very large contiguous blocks. If we have several contiguous blocks, we can specifically request we need the largest contiguous block also. And requesting entire cylinder for storage. So we need not go for few tracks, or we need not go for few part of the cylinder. We may make use of the entire cylinder for our storage. So we can do that request also through requesting the entire cylinder for storage. and volume table of content. So whenever space is requested in mainframe system, this volume table of content will be checked for the amount of storage space that is available in it, in that particular volume. So volume table of content records the name of the dataset on that volume and the amount of free space on that volume. So it will have a record of the total data sets that are present inside that volume, as well as the available memory space in that volume. What is the freely available memory space in that volume? So whenever whenever data set is to be created in a particular volume, this VTOC or this volume table of contents will be checked for free space, and after checking for the availability only, the data set will be created in any particular volume. So this is the syntax for space parameter used in the dd statement //dd name dd space. So this space will follow the after naming DSN unit volume will specify this space parameter. Space equal to cylinder. We can either request in the form of cylinder, or we can request in the form of track, or we can request in the form of block, where primer is the primary quantity which we are requesting, and if it is insufficient we will go for secondary allocation, and this is for directory. If we are creating it as a partition data set for storing the members name and its memory location, this directory area will be used, and RLSE is for releasing the unused memory space. RLSE is used, and contig for requesting for contiguous memory allocation, and MXIG stands for requesting for maximum of contiguous space, and round parameter is for requesting an entire cylinder. So let's look at it with example. So track is the smallest unit, and it consists of 56,664 bytes of memory area. So here is an example. In this job submitted by the user Ganesh, which is having a program 1, and this is the data set for which we are requesting memory area. F12 stands for first qualifier, second qualifier, third qualifier. So we are creating a data set here. Disposition I have left out. Since we are concentrating on space alone, I have left out the disposition parameter in all the examples. So space we are requesting in the form of track. How much we are requesting? We are requesting 4 quantity of track. So what is the memory area of one track? So one track is having 56,664 bytes. So we are requesting 4 tracks. So it will allocate 2,26,656 bytes for this particular data set. So here we just mention only the primary quantity of memory that is we are requesting for this data set. We haven't mentioned the secondary quantity. And this is the next example is cylinder. So when we have to create a larger data set, when comparing with the data set which we have created using track, we will go for cylinder. So whenever we need to create a small data set, we can go for tracks, and whenever we need to create a larger data set, we can go for cylinders. So cylinder parameter is used to allocate large data sets. So one cylinder consists of 7,12,140 bytes of storage on a 3380 device. So 3380 device, one cylinder size will be of this much bytes, 7,12,140 bytes, and it may vary from one device to the other device. So if we are if you are comparing 3390, it may vary. So bytes may vary. So it is device specific. Storing of data on cylinder will result in faster access time when comparing with the track. So instead of going through the track by track, so whenever reference is made to the dataset, so entire cylinder will be read instead of the particular track, one particular track. So the access time is very faster when comparing with the track. So here we in this JCL we have requested 10 quantities of cylinder. Next is blocks. So instead of requesting in the form of track or in the form of cylinder, we can specifically ask the memory area for our data set. So for our data set, we are requesting 10 blocks of 1000 bytes. I am requesting 10 blocks of 1000 bytes for this data set. So 10 blocks of 1000 bytes means, so 10,000 bytes will be allocated for my data set. First qualifier dot, second qualifier dot, third qualifier. So next one is primary and secondary space allocation example. Here for the data set we are requesting in the form of track 50 primary quantity and 10 secondary quantity. So if the 50 is exhausted, again it will make use of this 10 tracks that is allocated. So whenever the data is getting filled inside this data set, this first 50 primary quantity will be utilized first, and when it is exhausted, it will go for the secondary quantity which is requested earlier. So this will request 50 primary quantity of tracks and 10 secondary quantity of tracks. And here in this example, 20 cylinders primary quantity will be requested and 10 cylinders of secondary quantity will be requested for this data set. And this is an example where 20 blocks of 1000 bytes is requested for primary quantity and 10 blocks of 1000 bytes is requested for secondary quantity. And directory we have mentioned earlier for storing the members name as well as the memory area, that is memory area of the members inside the PDS directory is used. So coding like this: cylinder comma primary quantity, secondary quantity, and the third one which we are mentioning is nothing but the value for the directory block. So this is 10 blocks of directory is requested for this particular data set. So if we are mentioning value for directory block, the particular data set will be created as a partition data set, and if we are not mentioning any value for the directory blocks, and if we are creating a data set, the data set will be created as a physical sequential file only. RLAC subparameter. So we are here in this example we have requested 20 primary quantity of cylinders and secondary 5 quantity of secondary storage space we have requested. So whenever this data set is created, let us assume that if it is just taking only 10 primary quantity, if it is taking only 10 primary quantity of storage space, the rest of the storage space which is requested earlier and which is allotted earlier will be released to the operating system. So that is the function of RLAC parameter. And the next one is the contig subparameter. It is for getting the contiguous space, that is continuous space. So it is used to specify that only contiguous space should be allocated to the data set. Memory area will be allocated to this data set. And round subparameter. So round subparameter is used to allocate entire cylinder instead of portions of it. So it will round subparameter will provide the entire cylinders. So here 10 blocks of 1000 bytes are requested in this example. 10 blocks of 1000 bytes. So total of 10,000 bytes is requested for this data set. So here we have mentioned as round. So if round is specified in the JCL, an entire cylinder will be allocated to the data set. So this is about round subparameter. So thanks for watching space parameter and DD statement. For any queries or any comments, you can post it in the comment section, and if you like this video, please press the thumbs up. And for more videos on this topic, you can subscribe my channel, and for corporate trainings you can reach me right away in the WhatsApp, Facebook and email. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.